Automobilista 2 has just a few days ago updated their game to version 1.4.5, and they've added a lot of new interesting things. They've added new older Formula cars, they've added 2 historical versions of 2 tracks, but what I'm going to look into today is them adding in the new car brand Nissan. And specifically, I'm going to drive the Nissan GT3 and see how good the car is and how good the racing is. So let's go. Obtain P27, okay. Okay, so now it's go, go, go. I didn't get such a good start, but let's see if I can try and go my way, try and go through here in any shape possible. Oh, okay. Let's go. The start has gone quite well, but let me talk to you about this car maybe a little bit. So we have this Nissan GT3 based on the Nissan road car Nissan GT-R, which is a front-engined rear-wheel drive sports car. And obviously, if you can see, as you can see, this is in the GT3 class. I think this is the latest one from 2018, and it handles quite well. But it obviously follows the GT3 regulations, and yeah, currently feels very well. And since you saw from the start, yeah, the AI looks like they didn't punt me, thankfully, which was a problem with the Formula cars. But currently it looks very well. How far can I go up? So I've currently gained like 12 spots or something. You can see there the radar showing I was quite close to that car behind, and I've got a lot more straight line speed than the McLaren GT3 beside me. Oh. Oh, that was my fault. I didn't know how late I could brake, and I've lost a few positions. But let us see if I can gain them. And I nearly crashed again. I'm not learning. But this car, it's very twitchy, and I've read also a bit on the forum, people thinking it's quite twitchy. And even though the basic default setup here feels very understeery, still is quite twitchy. Maybe like the lateral, the TC lateral is a bit too low in this car. But in Automobilista 2, you can't change it, even though I would like that. But we'll see what happens, because the game looks very promising after this update, because you have these cars and then you have the older Formula cars, which feel very well. And then with Nissan, they didn't just add this car, but they added a Nissan for the GT1 class, which used to be old race cars like the Mercedes CLK GT-R or GT1. They have also the McLaren F1, and you have a Porsche, I remember. But currently this car looks very nice. And oh, they're tailgating. Okay, so you have to brake really early with these cars. Just learned. Have I gained my positions? I'm not sure. But I maybe put the AI a bit too low. Again, I'm underestimating myself. Oh, yeah, this car is very understeery. I don't fully know why, because what's it called? With the engine in the front tires have more to work with, which usually means that the car should be oversteery, because rear wheel cars are normally understeer because the rear has more weight, so it's more stable. But apparently the aero balance is very rear based upon the rear, sort of. Now, oh, that guy is not. He's pushing me very hard. Forced a mistake out of me. And if we can gain time, it will work out for him. Okay, so the gap to the lead is 11 seconds for me, but the gap to the next person up ahead is roughly a second. So let's see if I can get them. I can definitely brake later than what the AI are doing. If you just look at my brake pressure, you can see I'm not even pushing fully, because here, that's full brake pressure. Don't know what it is with this car. Super twitchy. And then when I go through here, I have to lift a bit, because otherwise it gets a bit too understeery. So I feel like maybe Riser need to adjust the aero balance a little bit, maybe, or what it is which is causing this. And maybe they should, to do with the aero balance, they should, in my opinion, add a thing which displays aero balance. So you can see, like in ACC, they have, like, when you go to aero, they have percent the numbers, percentile, like how much in the rear, how much percent more the rear has downforce compared to the front, and so on. So with that you can easily set up the car's aero balance to whatever you like. So I like more, what's it called, I like to have an aero balance more focused on the rear, because I want the more stable rear. But this car sort of has it, but not fully. We crashed into him there. But yeah, these cars are very fun, especially this one. This car, I still prefer the Porsche. Oh, but this car is really fun, and that was a sick dive bomb. Gone up to 11th now. Don't fully know what my line through there is, but it's gaining me time. I've gained like 1.5 to 2 seconds on the leaders. I mean, I could, if I push a bit more, I can hopefully get him, but I don't fully understand. I don't know if I'm on the last lap or the penultimate lap. I need to brake a bit later than the AI, I've noticed. Seems like the AI is braking a bit early. But then, so let's just brake. When you go through here with a lot of speed, then you want to just tap the brakes a little bit. Going through there, and we're on the main sort of bank oval section of the circuit. I really like this race circuit. I've made a track guide on it, I remember, so just check it out on my YouTube channel if you want to know how to drive this circuit very well. And I didn't know that was the last lap. Oh well, I finished 11th, started like 27th. Had a lot of fun driving it. But there's one thing I would like to first try in this car. Can it do donuts? It obviously can. But oh well, that was that. So, what I think about this car? Well, it's very fun to drive. Just the only, and it's the GT3 racing is very fun. But the only slight thing I dislike about this car is on throttle, on corner exit, the rear is very twitchy. And also going through medium to high speed corners, it's quite a lot understeering. So I don't know what's fully happening there, because in high speed corners it should be due to aero. So we know there sort of it's more rear based, so maybe a little bit off in the rear. But then also on throttle, I don't know what it could be. Can it be maybe cold tires? If that's the issue, then you could also have what's called the differential. I don't know. But that race was very fun. My next video will maybe be another video on Automobilista 2, where I might take a Formula 1 car to some circuit in America or another place. If you want to say a circuit, just comment it down below. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my amazing viewers. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!